Good morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI-driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence reports. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI-analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity. All the things set up to run a proper deal room.
Right.
We're actually talking about the guy that just called in. He was in the room last week, learning about all the things that we do. And if I scoot any more of this one, I'm going to be off camera. I'm trying to get on that one over there. Maybe like that. Put something in front of it so it don't slide out.
Right. But it's not back far enough so that it can see you. There we go.
That looks good too.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay. And then there's
Una, dos, tres.
and then there's that one. Oh my goodness. Okay. So
Little Miss OCD over here. It's a good thing though. Like,
okay, so
going for perfection is always good.
what are we doing? What are we talking about today?
So we were just talking about the guy that just called you had a call with about doing the AI thing.
I had 3 calls this morning already.
Okay.
And they were all mind-blowing amazing.
That's awesome. So the guy that you were just talking to me about?
Yes.
About AI.
Yes.
And I was trying to explain to you how he wants your AI, basically your AI package. This is that package you made for me.
Right.
With a Rosetta Stone, my
Right.
AI voice, and my virtual executive board. Like, a lot of people don't understand those things. So what Monday is usually about is teaching people how to use all the things AI.
Okay.
For real estate, not just Deal Hunter, but all things.
All things AI.
All things AI for real estate investing.
Right.
Like I showed you how to use Consensus yesterday. Tell me about that. Did you hear the
It was Sunday.
Did you hear the brakes engage on that?
He wants me to work on Sundays. I don't work on Sundays.
I have no idea what she's doing, but I guess
You need to stand up.
I'm moving now.
You're moving now. I need to stand up.
I was really comfortable with sitting.
Which is fine. You can stand
No,
up.
no, because then down there I got this big belly, like 12 months pregnant, bullshit like that.
Okay, it's Monday. Let's get to work.
We're trying to. So
Okay.
you don't remember using Consensus yesterday?
It was a ChatGPT customized chat that you could go to.
To do what? What did we do on it?
Looked up some data.
We looked up data. We went to California yesterday. Go ahead and tell them that story.
Who goes to California back in one day? Oh, wait, we did.
Real estate developers who are looking at raw land to do stuff. So, like, if you ask her about the parts she enjoyed, she'll remember 100% watch. How about that guy at the restaurant yesterday?
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing, right?
So the consensus. So I just pulled up the ChatGPT. So let's pull it up on the screen. Do we want to share this?
Yeah, you can share it. So we were out looking at a piece of property out there at the Colorado River on the I-10. It was a bankruptcy property, and I actually was a contractor on that property who had liens on the property, but I lost my right to liens when the property got foreclosed on by the bank.
Right.
It squashed all my liens. It squashed everybody's liens. There was over $600,000 worth of liens on that property. So the owner basically got a loan for $1.2 million, hired us. We did $600,000 worth of work. He only paid us maybe $150,000 to get started.
Right.
We did all the work and then he dipped. So, and then when he dipped, he went to like the Bahamas with his kids for a month or something. I don't know. Him and his wife had a great time on our money. But the bank took the property back. Now I know that the property is existing. And so I was like, well, hell, I want to go and, get the property.
Right.
So that's what we went and did yesterday. Because the first time I looked at it and was out there on it was when we bid it as a RV park. And so that's what we went out there to look at was, it's not, we wanted to see if it was an RV park, and it's not an RV park. It's been built, like 40% of it's been built into an RV park. Our septic tanks out there, and stuff. So, the, uh, uh, the work that's been done out there is only like maybe 20 or 30% of what needs to be done to finish it.
Right.
So not a lot of work already done, but like enough.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of key components about the place though is that we're trying to figure out what the value of it is and what is the highest and best use.
Right.
So when we were looking at it, we realized that there's nowhere to eat out there because we showed up around between lunch and dinner time and we hadn't had both yet. So we were like, where the are we going to eat? Right.
Well, and we did the Google search, like the food near me.
Yeah.
And the closest food was like, it was 3.5 miles away.
On Google,
Yeah.
it showed like one of the food spots was the freaking rest station where they had vending machines.
Yeah, it was the what is it? The state rest spots?
The state rest area 2 miles away had
a vending machine.
Vending
It
machines.
was food. They didn't lie.
Nope.
So yeah.
It had a 4.5-star rating.
Right.
And it was kind of crazy because like there was literally nothing out there to eat for people at the border of California and Arizona. And so, and it's on the right on the river.
So really quick, any of you who want to join us live and actually see what's on the computer screen, I'm putting it in the maybe not there. I put it in the message on Facebook.
Yeah, if you're on TikTok, take your ass to Zoom. Like, find us over there somewhere.
I don't think that they can.
That's okay. You're getting great content right there. I'm not gonna. We'll worry about adding shit later to that. We'll probably put a moderator over there. There's only like 0 people in there. The goal with that thing is to go live for 30 days straight on that one.
Okay.
Over there. And that one will get a lot of followers. That one down there is going to be for people that already know us, love us. There's our friends down there. That's Facebook. And then you got the Zoom call, which is where our clients are. So we're literally like peeping Toms over there, right? That one right there is our mom and dad. Hi, mom. Hi, dad. And this one right here is people paying us to get in here and do shit.
Okay.
Makes sense?
So this is what people are seeing.
There we go. And so if you're not seeing this over here, that's because you're not over there. So she's saying go over there. And so from that standpoint, Consensus gave us a vehicle count, gave us data about the area as far as like the demographics and stuff. And we learned like how old people were in the area, how many people were in the area. One of the interesting things was like, we checked 3 cities, Blythe, California, which is on the other side of the Colorado.
Right. And Quartzsite.
Ehrenberg, and then Quartzsite.
Yeah.
And those were all 3 of the cities that kind of in a row right there. Did you know there's an Indian reservation between Quartzsite and Ehrenberg?
They didn't say that.
It was literally like you could probably spit across the reservation from one side to the other.
Well, I couldn't. Maybe you could.
If I showed you how you could.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Well, anyway. The 3 cities right there.
You can teach me how to dance, but not spit.
I can teach you how to do a lot of things. So Quartzsite had what, like 1,800 people in it.
Yep.
Ehrenberg had 800 people in it. And then Blythe, California had 18,000. It was like instant population boom right there. Riverside, California. You can see that the estimated age right there in Ehrenberg is around 22 years old, but there's only 946 people. Over in Quartzsite, which is a little bit further away from the border, it's deeper into Arizona. The average age goes to 71, and there's 1,800 of those people. And then over on the other side of the river in Blythe, California, there's 17,800 people, and most of them are 35 years old. Right?
Yeah.
So the predominant race or
ethnicity.
That word, you need teeth to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic Latino race of any means basically like that includes mostly Mexican, because that area had been just that way, I don't know, for the last 350 years, 400 years.
Got it.
So a lot of those people right there along the river are descendants of ancient America. So, but the income levels in that area are, $51,000 median income with a per capita income of almost only 18,000. per person. So that shows that poverty, it's at about a 19.5% below poverty line. So like 20 points below poverty.
And for a population that's less than 18,000, that's a lot.
Yeah. So this is actually probably an opportunity zone spot.
Interesting.
Right.
So is there a way for you to go and see if it's an opportunity zone?
Yeah, we can do that right now. Are you sharing just your screen
I'm
or
sharing the whole screen?
Or just GPT?
No, the whole screen.
Let's just hop in, go up then and open a new window and go to, no, not a new chat window, a new whole window. We're gonna trust and verify. Okay, so up there, type in anywhere, type in the opportunity zone map HUD.
Give me the opportunity zone map HUD.
Right there.
That one?
Nope. Right there. And just so you pay attention, go back up real quick. So when you see that one, it says opportunityzones.com, right? It's sponsored. You got community progress, sponsored, right? Map of opportunity zones, good. But this is, right, you want the HUD.gov. Go back up for a second though. This one says that it has land banks on one map. That's it is sponsored, but that could be a good one to go look at in the future, or even telling Deal Hunter to go look at, because you can actually see where land bankers have land in opportunity zones, and then that becomes where we look at it as a developer, and we say we want that to be the property we're going to develop on.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So go to the .gov though, because we're just going to check and verify. Clickety click.
So again, if you guys want to be seeing this, go to in the messaging, you'll see the link to come on to Zoom with us so you can see the actual screen that I'm sharing.
So right here, we want to zoom into this. You can drive this thing way better than I can. We're going to be going out to that spot in Ehrenberg, which is right on the border, out there by the river and the I-10. See it right there?
Mm-hmm.
Zoom into that corner of the map, and we'll see how close we get. Getting scared. I see the word Blythe, but I don't see a lot of lights on around that I-10 range. Keep zooming in right there to Blythe. Yep, it's not in there. But here's what I do know. Zoom in again one more time. So, because this has probably got a prettier map than some of the other ones. So right here, yeah, you can see this whole area of Ehrenberg and this whole area. The only part of Blythe they considered low income is right in that area. The northern part there is not included. But again, the Palo Verde Valley area right there, this is all mostly farmland. So most of those people are farmers. And they travel up to an hour away to go and work and stuff like that. This area that's on this map right now,
yeah,
that's actually the Colorado River Indian Reservation. That's
wait, so they're saying that that's an opportunity zone?
Yeah, the entire
How so?
The reservation. It's the reservation. Every reservation got opportunity zone status.
Okay. There's 1,000 questions that I have, but we're not going to go down there.
Well, we know that Native Americans are allowed to build casinos on their land,
right? Right.
So when the opportunity zone went into an effect, this is how Trump got their vote, was to promise that capital gains can be invested there, kind of like a foreign, investment into a foreign country.
Okay, but I have not heard any good things about actually investing on reservations.
Oh, it's not for you to invest.
Got it.
It's for them. So they can take their capital gains and invest it
back on their own
land.
Got it.
And they have no worries.
Okay, so it's okay. So
and you can too, but
I lose the project from what I'm told.
You could.
I haven't heard anybody have good stories about working with.
You got to be a really, really, really not white guy. How's that sound?
Attempt political correctness.
I'm trying to.
I know.
Right? Because
appreciate that.
I mean, let me tell you how some of these teeth ended up missing.
Okay, let's not. Okay, so interesting.
Yeah, so opportunity zone wise, that's where it's at. go back to our chat though in ChatGPT and just throw on the dictate button real quick and let's have a conversation with it
Okay.
and say, where on the map of these cities could we find opportunity zone property to develop? Send it. And so one of the things we looked at about this property was actually developing it for business purposes of opening a business there, making money from it. Probably end up doing maybe a boat launch because the property has the dedication to a boat launch there, and being able to
Talk. Yeah, because the boat launch, well, and it was right beside the freeway, so the noise,
right.
And there's so many RV parks.
You had all the reasons to cancel the plans. I had all the reasons to do something different.
Which is funny because normally I'm the one that has all the plans.
Right. So we did discover it's not an RV park. We did discover it would be better as a boat launch, like marina spots, renting jet skis, turn it into a tourist destination.
Right.
Right. And so a destination build is what that needs. And that's about a $5 million, $6 million project to build out that thing to be 100% destination property.
Right.
Right. So having it set up for people to pull their boats in there and park their big boats and trailers, there's nothing over there for that, was there?
No.
Nothing. So why the hell would you go and put a boat there? They literally drive 60 minutes up the road to go to the place called Parker where there's a boat ramp. Like people will literally drive an hour to go put their boat in the water.
What else are they gonna do?
Exactly.
You can't push it off the bridge.
I mean, you could, but it's only gonna happen once.
You couldn't use it after.
Not doing it again after that.
So do you want to have it read aloud?
So no, we'll just breeze through this because I want to kind of get into some of the other AI tools. Talk about your, how you can show them a little bit about your virtual board.
Okay.
We want to do a little virtual board action today. Actually, what I'd like to do is maybe look at that Wenden property we went to yesterday a little bit deeper.
Okay.
So, all right, in the opportunity zone, it says here that Blythe, California has 2 OZ tracks. And so, but based on what it looked like, it said it couldn't discover anything in the Arizona spot, which we confirmed. Scroll down. So La Paz County, there are some which are out there in that Wenden area we were yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We literally went from California to basically Sedona. We're kind of like a 60s rock song. A little bit. Like something the Beach Boys would sing about. Went to California, went to Sedona, back to Phoenix in a day. No. So I don't know.
Corey, how's this singing?
I'll do that. So California. As long as Roman doesn't say anything, we're good. And then on the Arizona side, it says that there's some tools so that we can find it and stuff like that. So it's really cool that way. Let's jump into that. Since our map is open, let's head back over to the map. I want to see if we can find that other spot. Type in Wenden right there in that spot. And I'm wondering if we can actually get a just hit enter and see what happens. You got to put in, it's all right.
Wow, the whole thing's an upper.
Yeah, it is. All of it. So zoom into the square. You see how the square grid ends up on there like that?
Little teeny tiny place on the planet.
That little itty bitty square is pretty integral. We went and looked at a piece of property out there yesterday, had a good long talk with the owner about her hopes and dreams and how they're difficult to come to fruition. But you see how close we are to the rail line right there? That's pretty significant. Why is that significant? Is because it's 2 sources of traffic in one spot. Believe it or not, that rail line right there is going to start carrying people from California to Arizona to work. And so the Amtrak's going to be running out there. There's a Greyhound station out there off of Highway 60 as well. This highway is going to come back to life. It was killed back in the 1980s, like 89. They opened up I-10. When they opened up I-10, it basically killed Highway 60 because they didn't need to travel this old 2-lane road where you had to pass people. You could drive this big long one down here out there, and you could do that really easy, driving on I-10. So, but back in the old days, you had to go out 60 and down 60 to get to California. You can see 60 comes out of Phoenix up to Wickenburg and out to Quartzsite. And so 60, just between the Quartzsite and the Paloma Mountains right there, that was 60. And so all they did was pave over it with I-10. Anyway, this area is going to be coming back online as an area to grow, because if you go straight up from that blue line all the way up, you'll see it says Lake Alamo or Alamo Lake State Park and Lake Alamo. Okay, it's literally part of, and you can see the Colorado River over here. It's Lake Havasu and stuff like that. It's not too far from there. And people are going there all the time. Like a lot of Californians go to Lake Havasu. Some of the Arizona people do, but most of the Arizona people, if you go back toward the east, you'll see Lake Pleasant over here. That Lake Pleasant, that's where most people are going right now. But unfortunately, just in between that around that Beardsley Canal area right there, that area right there is all TSMC. They're going to suck the lake dry and or increase the population at the lake where it's not going to be fun to go there anymore. So if you go back out toward Wenden, you'll see that Lake Alamo is in the middle of everything and becomes the new source of where people are going to want to go. So let's go down and look at that property and how we used AI a little bit to figure these things out for us. Was we have this property that just has become absolutely impossible to buy. Not because it's expensive, right? Like it literally is half price right now. So based on performance and everything else, if we did a 7 cap on this thing, she has literally discounted it to 50% off.
Well, and what we discovered yesterday inside of talking to her is like she has an underlying why that isn't being answered or addressed, and she's scared.
Zoom in again.
She's an older lady.
All right, let's see if we can. For some reason, I want to see if I can find the filter. Don't move anymore. I want to see if we can find the filter that turns this into a. Click that, yeah. No. Is it possible to zoom? Don't do that. Zoom out of the entire website. I feel like the website screen is too big. Or if you full size that screen. No, not a zoom out. Like expand your screen. Stop moving on that. Go right there. Is there not a like scroll over here? There it is. Scroll that. Go back up. Go back down. You might have to just change screens. Just change screens. Go to the Google map.
Go to the Google.
Go to the Google map.
The Google.
The Google map.
You sound like an old man. Go to the Facebook. Go to the Google.
Beer and donuts. Google map. Did you see that? HR's in the building. I just Chewy, she hit me, Chewy. I'm telling HR. Go to the Google map.
The Google map.
Where's the Google map? And now you can type in Wenden Marketplace. Well, kinda.
Oh, close.
Not really. But so yeah, just go, yeah, you can just zoom straight into it from here. I don't like this picture though because it's very deceiving, but just keep going in. All right, right there. So this is what we're looking at. So do you have a way on Zoom to get the pencil up? Do you have the way to draw on it? Where's your Zoom window? Over there? Over there. And then there's like an annotate, it looks like a pencil that you can click on so you can write on the screen. You know what I mean or no?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Damn, that sucks. Anyway, all right. So looking at this thing just from the aerial, and we can click on this right here because there's 3 stores. There's 4 storefronts here. This is kind of what I'm trying to get everybody to see
You can
here.
do a straight view if that's what you want.
I'm going to do a street view as well. Do it like this. So there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There could be another door put in down here for 6, and then seven doors on the front of this building. Okay. So with 7 doors on the front of this building, that means there's 7 possible tenants to go in there. Now, in order to raise the money for this thing, here's the issue. We go back and look at the aerial, and I show you this part. You can see the lot, right? Here's the post office. It's on its own lot, but the rest of the building, the house, the 3 casitas and the shop are all on the same lot. And so I can't get a commercial lender or investor to invest on it because it's got 2 residential addresses in the back. And I can't get a residential loan on it because I have
Commercial.
a commercial in the front. Can't be sold. Can't be sold.
They didn't think this one through. This is the importance of keep having the end in mind.
Right.
So when she had this, she clearly didn't have the end in mind and didn't plan through this process. So her selling it, it's been on the market for like 3 years.
3 years discounted. Literally, it started at 1.9. That was the offer she originally had from a buyer, was $1.9 million. It has a liquor store license. It has a cafe. It has a hardware store. It has a convenience store. It has a laundromat, and these are all owned by that one lady. All 5 businesses by one lady. Right. And I was like, where's your financials? She's like, I don't have any. What? You don't have financials.
So again, she didn't keep the end in mind. She didn't keep clear records of any of the businesses, and she didn't keep any records of any of the businesses. No. The property isn't divided correctly.
No.
Again, there's things that she could have done along the way that would have made this be a slam dunk to be able to be sold, so that ultimately she'd have the cash in the bank to be able to retire and be happy.
Right. No, absolutely. So, and here's the thing, like, here's another piece to this puzzle. This piece of property right here, this big square right here, also part of the deal. Okay. So it's literally that piece, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, they're not seeing where your finger is.
I know. I'm okay with that. I understand. I'm showing you.
Oh.
They'll pick it up. They'll figure it out. So these 4 properties, but this one here, right here where the red dot is zoned as a mobile home subdivision with no sewer. They have no sewer. So you would have to put a septic tank out there for every mobile home. This is slotted for 20 mobile homes right there. That's an acre of property. But you can't put 20 septic tanks in one spot.
Right.
You got to have a certain amount of feet between septic tanks and houses and water, so it doesn't even work. It has to be rezoned, right? So this has to be rezoned to commercial. This residence right here, her residence back there behind the store, needs to be rezoned, or not rezoned, reclassified. It's listed or it's classified right now as a residential property, but we would make it a hotel, an Airbnb, and call it a hotel. And then this parcel would need to be rezoned commercial. So this one's zoned commercial right now, and this one is zoned for the mobile homes. So it's just about rezoning. Once we have contiguous rezoning of C2, that property is worth $3 million.
But you got to go work with the county, who apparently is really difficult.
No, according to her, yeah. And you see how fun it was working with her, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Didn't you? Yeah. So what you do is you get you a Roman, Okay, and I'm not talking about the gladiator kind. Damn it, my hat's downstairs. Oh, I forgot that. We'll get that next week. We'll bring the props in next week, maybe tomorrow. Anyway,
With your sword.
yeah, with my sword. Ugh. But you get you a Roman Rubio who's able to go into the county, into the
Wait,
city.
I know a Roman Rubio.
There you go. There you go. The freaking Canadians are loud, man. They like pierce your eardrums sometimes. Hey, yesterday it was like, oh my God.
Americans.
Damn it, man. Driving down the road, cruising, and she'd see a hay bale. Hey! Driving down the road.
And we saw a whole bunch of holy cows.
Holy cow.
He didn't think I knew what hay looked like.
I didn't think, city girl, supposedly.
Except for I didn't grow up in the city. You know that Canada has more landmass than the United States?
Oh, absolutely. No.
But their population is only equivalent to that of California.
Totally.
So that leaves a whole lot of country of a whole lot of country.
Yeah. No.
Get that?
No doubt. No doubt.
Okay.
It's, and again, but again,
Whole lot of hay.
I just
Whole
know
lot of cows.
when I assume anything with this woman, it's the wrong direction. Promise. Okay. Back over here. The cool part about this is we get it all zoned right, and we get it what we would do is we get it financed for $3 million. Do you know why?
Uh-huh.
Hmm?
Why do we get it financed for $3 million?
Right. Do you know why?
Tell me.
Because we write the HUD on it. We now have given this property a value of $3 million, because what we can do is we can split this one up here in the front on every one of those doors. That's what they did with the post office. The post office is connected to this building. Like you've seen that in the first picture. So you can see that it is connected to the building right there, but it literally has what is called a 0-foot boundary line. Buildings are touching. Okay. So, and look at all this space back here for parking. Like that's the other thing. That whole area over there for parking, because like literally up the road from here is the place to do the boat launch. Like everything's about the boat launch, right? So if they're driving, this just dawned on me, if they're driving an hour to go to Parker and they can come back this way an hour and just go to here, the only reason why this place is not getting their attention or traffic is because you can only park smart cars out front. So if I think literally if you make this to where this is more like a horse corral, and you force people to park over here and behind the building where there's plenty of room to pull your 20-foot boat or 30-foot boat and the trailer, these rigs are 50-foot long. You got to have room for them to get out there. This sign cracks me up. It's been on there for that long that Google went by and updated it. It's crazy. But anyway, you split this off. Really, really simple. It's really simple to split this stuff off. You make the laundromat separate from itself. You turn these little casitas into, like these are 2-room casitas over here. So those, you could make them into overnighters, or you could make them into their own stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is how you grow commerce. You give people a place to do business,
Mm-hmm.
right? And people want to do business. And if the business is there because the traffic is there, right? This is a tourist town. We're going to be attracting people here to shop here because it's there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
What's up?
Everybody's saying no audio.
I don't know.
Well, I think.
Okay. Check, if there's no audio, click on the link. I think somewhere back in the chat, there's a link to the Zoom call.
No, I literally think it was that.
Got it. So, in looking at these stores, you can see that you can put the liquor store here. You can put the laundromat there. You can still have a convenience store, but I'd cut it down. I'd cut it down quite a bit. There's a lot of room inside there because it's one woman running it. She's going all over the place inside in there, so she's trying to just minimize her travels quite a bit. The cafe, she runs the cafe by herself. I mean, her name's Crystal. That's why it's Crystal's Cafe. So she literally runs all 5 businesses. The only thing she doesn't do is deliver the mail. So, but this is the town center. Like this is where downtown is. I think it's the only time in history you can buy a downtown for under $1 million. So back to the map here. I forget how to do that right there. you can see it literally is only lacking this lot here to be the entire frontage. And this lot here, I'll pull this one up. This one's dead and door nailed as well. So it's actually the wrong. Yeah, that's not what's there.
Yeah, that's weird.
You gotta turn around. Turn around.
So most likely in these cases, the leasing part also will probably generate, bring in more revenue at the same time.
That's what's on that corner.
Yeah.
That building and then this little ass house. We wouldn't even lease them, bro. Like the idea at this point is we buy the property and stabilize it with the zoning.
Uh-huh.
Because the zoning, we're allowed to do what we want there with the zoning, but the issue is going to be, how do I turn again? Like that. So this is that corner. That's that building on the corner right there.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is they were moving out that day, so that's pretty cool that we can maybe see what was in that building. There, get back. There you go. So it looks like there's a residence upstairs there, and then in here,
Looks like a mini warehouse.
yeah, it looks like it's just
Like a workshop.
yeah, workshop stuff. So like this
And
corner,
it's all boarded up. So
yeah, this corner lot's going to become available, and it's all in opportunity zone. So our goal would be to just get it stabilized and then let an opportunity zone fund buy it for $3 million. And it would be basically set up to where, cause see where we could put a door down here on this end.
Mm-hmm.
A door down here at this end would put us, in another building around back. But I really think that getting rid of the hardware store, because the hardware store is useless. There's 2 other hardware stores in town. We would want to put a shop for buying boat parts. We would want to put a bait store in there. We would want to have a tackle shop. And so the cafe we'd change the name of the cafe. What's that?
No, it was about.
Got it. So if we put the liquor store down here, you got the laundromat right there, convenience store right there, got the boat. I would say put the bait and tackle shop in the back there,
Yeah.
and have the cafe right there, and put another door over
What's the
here.
population right now in Wenden?
It's like 500. It's low as shit. There's barely anybody there.
So say if you're going to be the provider of products, it's probably the best thing to do. The meat, before some national company like Walmart or whatever, comes in
no,
and.
for sure. Well, we've already got people that will do the liquor store. Okay.
Mm.
I've got a girl that'll buy the wash and dry right there. She's out in California. She'll buy it, make it like brand new in there and update it. We give her more space as well because the convenience store is going to get cut down in half. Like, the convenience store does not need to be as big as it is, but it would reduce her footprint. And then we put the bait and tackle shop next to that. And so you got the bait and tackle shop where you could literally go get your bait and tackle, go get your lunch for the lake, and then head out the door and go back and get in your boat and go. Right.
Yep.
And then you could actually stop and have breakfast and coffee before you actually do all that. So the idea is to have everything out there that you would need.
yeah,
Kind of like Saguaro.
ATV company.
Yeah, well, these guys, again, like I could put that ATV company over here.
Over there. Yeah.
In one of these buildings, and put a sign out here that says, rent an ATV, and then look right there, Lake Alamo State Park, the sign for it's right there. Head out. Dad
Yeah.
Dad and his buddies go left, mom and the kids go right.
There you go. Kind of like Saguaro Lake, or when you step it into what's it called, Flagstaff. When you have your rental place of the things you're going to be using for their theme.
Right.
Part of the city.
Right. So one of the tricks that I use to figure out how big a building is, could you guess how big that building is by looking at it?
No.
So what you do, what my trick is see this door right here? So that door is about as big as that rectangle. The top of that square like that. So I know then, look, see it turns sideways like that?
Yeah.
I know that door is about 8 foot tall. So there's 1, 2, it's 16 foot long.
Got it.
So that building's 16 foot deep. And then if I turn it back this way, if I get it without catching the corner, because it catches the corner, it's smart. So there's 8, 16, 24. So it's a 24 by 16 foot building. Now I know the square footage of it. Because 24 times 16 is, she's like, I don't do math that calculator tells me that that thing's about 800 square feet.
And if there's 2 rooms,
Right,
so
400 a piece.
So that could easily be like a small office.
Exactly.
But
again,
company.
I wouldn't even do a small office. There's 3 of these buildings right there. So I'd literally do a building each. So let's do the math on this real quick. Let's take a look at this from a mathematical standpoint. I got these 3 buildings on the side.
And the time, I just know you've got a meeting to get to.
I do. I got to get going here in about 6 minutes. So that building right there, we've got all these doors in the front. We checked with GPT yesterday and seeing how much we could get for them. The post office pays us $1,000 a month on lease, just to lease the building. They take care of everything else because they basically own the building. Right. We just lease them the land that it's on.
Yeah, so it's a triple net lease.
On that one, it's not. It's just a standard $1,000 a month because it's the post office. Post office don't make no money, hasn't since it started. So anyway, they just got rid of the Pony Express. That's all the US. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, let's not.
Move over to Crystal's Cafe. We could sell the cafe to a restaurant owner, operator, a restaurant operator. They got half of the place out there is food trucks. One of those food trucks wants to come down, park that food truck right outside there and start cooking and do a Mexican food restaurant right there where you can cook it outside and then they take it in and eat it. Like that spot right there, go for $150,000 all day long. Okay. Move over to the next door boat shop, the boat bait and tackle deal. Like I can put, like there's enough Facebook groups about that lake out there that if I said boat bait and tackle shop for sale, boom, I'd have 15 guys lined up waiting to buy it. So because they're running charters out there. They're taking people out there on tour boats. My dad was a charter captain. I understand that 100%. And so if that's the first and last spot before you get out there, that's where you get everything. So the richest man in town was not the gold miner in the gold mine town. It was not the gold owner or the gold mine owner. It was the guy supplying the shovels and the picks for the people to go get the gold and bring it back and give it to him for more shovels and picks and flour and whatever else. And so because the fishing lake and the recreation lake is just up the road, you sell everything for people to go out there and have a good time. It's going to be a busy shop. So that's where you do a triple net lease. But here's the kicker. Triple net leases, unless they changed it in Nova, are not allowed in an opportunity zone. So if an opportunity zone buys this, they can't own the dirt if it's triple net leased. So it has to be flat lease. So that's why you sell these things at 100,000 and then tie them to a 10-year lease. That's a flat lease of $1,000 a month. That's how you tell them that after that, then they own the building, right? But you tie them to it. It's like an owner finance on these buildings. You tell them it's $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year times 10 is how much? $120,000, right? They have to come up with $120,000 for that building to run it for the next 10 years. And then in 10 years, they got to do it again. So they own the building basically, and they run the business out of it. So creative financing at its finest. I got 4 minutes. I'm still good. So you see the liquor, beer, wine? We move that way down here, over in the corner, liquor, beer, wine. Like literally, because now I want to separate the liquor from the convenience store. Why? Because moms don't want to take their kids in on Sunday next to the beer and the liquor where the dirty old bums are. So put the dirty old bums down here. I can sell the liquor store, $150,000. Washer, dryer, $150,000. It's cash flowing. So again, I can do every single one of these like a creative finance deal and sell every single door for $150,000. If I got 7 doors, how much money is that? That's that tough part, the math calculator thing.
Like
so
$1 million.
It's over $1 million and it's under 2. So because if I sold them for 200,000, which is what GPT told us they'd be worth, I'm giving it a discount just so I can give it a discount. But at 200,000 per door, that's $1.4 million,
Mhm.
right? So with 7 doors, that's $1.4 million. And then I still have 3 buildings on the side. Let's throw those in, 200 a piece there. That's another 6. Now I'm at $2 million for that property. And I didn't do anything but make it available for people to buy.
Right.
Right. And I said, I just what I did was I took one big product and turned it into 10 little products. Right.
So like a chop shop for a car.
No,
I'm kidding.
I cannot confirm or deny that I was a part of any of those operations. I know what you're talking about. So,
you got 2 minutes. You want to wrap it up?
well, I'm going to pop this back open right here. I want to see this map one more time and show you how I see all the math here again. So again, this doing all the things right here like this, I can even sell the property that the post office is on as a cash flowing property to somebody.
Right.
Right. But I'm only going to sell them the dirt and they get the cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I'm going again with the idea that we keep all of this for the QOF. The QOF then owns all of it for 10 years so that way it's got cash flow for its investors. And then we start growing this area right here as the place where the downtown meets. This house that's right here and this shop back here, like to me, you can't see it here, but it's a beautiful house. I would love nothing better than to just trick it out a little bit more and create that into like the town hall where everybody comes and meets and stuff like that, because it doesn't exist out there. Wenden does not have a town hall. There's no city center anywhere out here. And since Wenden Market is the only place, to me, that little house would be perfect for the first town hall. And I can be the mayor.
Do you see what the real
You find the why?
his why? He just wants to be the mayor.
No, I don't want to be the mayor. I want to be the sheriff.
You just said you want to be the mayor.
I can be the mayor, sheriff, mayor.
Why do you want to be the sheriff?
Because then I can be the fire chief.
You hate law enforcement. See, now you want to be the fire chief.
I can be all the
Why
things.
do you want to be the fire chief?
Because I can be all the things if I wanted to be.
It's an outlaw type of thing. Yeah. Wild Wild West.
I don't even have.
Wild
Okay.
West.
So it's time's up. So you want to wrap it up?
Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to talk with the guy that's got that company that we're going to buy for $10 million and see if I can get him to own or carry $4 million. So
Which I'm super, super excited about.
3.
On that one.
It's 3, didn't you say?
No, I'm going for 4 because if we can get 7
operating.
Million, right, I can use $1 million for operating.
Right.
We'll put that $1 million right back.
Get it done. Get it done. Get it done, bro.
You tell him, Roman.
On it.
Huh?
You tell him.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna take your car so I can get it to the car wash too. Do you have anywhere that you need to go? You almost like jump back.
He literally just said he's taking my baby. What kind of mom would be okay with that?
No, it's getting it showered. It's like, oh, let me take the baby to go shower and I'll put the diapers
can
and
I have the
everything.
baby to go wash its ass right now because it's dirty?
Okay, let's wrap this up.
See how that worked? Anyway, wish us luck with this stuff. But again, all this information we got using Deal Hunter, using AI, using our GPTs to do that stuff. We're going to cut the call short today. Tomorrow's going to be residential. Wednesday's commercial. Got a big deal going on Wednesday. Make sure you're checking in on that. Thursday's going to be the land deals and industrial stuff. And then Friday, Catherine's going to talk more about. Oh, there was the pencil thing I was looking for. It's way over there.
Opportunity zone.
That's the thing. So you guys have a good one. I'm out. I gotta pee.
All right. Have a good day.
Later. Have a good one. Good luck, Tommy.
Bye,
Thanks, guys. Oh, say a prayer. Say a prayer.
Oh,
Say a
yeah,
prayer.
you say a prayer.
You go ahead. Say a prayer. I gotta pee. I'm praying I don't pee.
Who wants to pray?
Go ahead, Captain.
What's the prayer for today? So, God, just thank you for all these blessings. Thank you for all these extraordinary human beings. I pray that you would guide all our thoughts, words, and actions, and that your will be our will. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you,
Amen.
everyone. Bye-bye.